it's Mohr-EE-shah.
I can't wipe her up, but how you heard that Jesus saves? 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 How you heard that Jesus saves?
So as you guys can tell, as I showed you guys, I'm just now done studying and I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to take a shower and go to bed. So what I'm gonna do is, while I do my nighttime routine, I'm going to share it with you guys some tips that I learned in the course of a year. Well, during 2024 to be more specific, some lessons that I've learned, some experiences that I've had. Now I did do a nighttime morning routine. It's my latest video. If you guys didn't watch it, go ahead and watch it. But yeah, I was studying for 2 hours. It was a good study session, but I'm tired. Also, feel free to share with me just some tips that you guys gained from 2024. I'm gonna clean my bed and then I'm gonna head over to the bathroom to take my shower. My nighttime routine isn't different from my morning one. I pretty much do the same steps. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. Anyways, let's get straight into this video. So I'm in the bathroom now. Hello? Like I was saying, I'm in the bathroom now and I just noticed something. Do you guys see this? I almost never get bumps. What is that about? Hello? Do you guys like my hair? I did it myself. I used to always wear this hairstyle in high school. Makes me look like I'm 12. But, so yeah, let's get it started. First of all, why didn't you guys tell me I had my headscarf on? Isn't that kind of ghetto? Ugh. Y'all didn't tell me nothing. It is 12:43. One thing I really need to invest in is more pajama sets because she's tired. Yeah, basically what I was saying is that, like, I really outdid myself in 2024 when it comes to being comfortable. Like, I really put myself in an uncomfortable, unfamiliar environment, and that did allow me to grow mentally, if anything. Like I said, I'm gonna do like a really light skincare because I feel like my face is acting up and I'm ready to go to sleep. But so I'm gonna start with niacinamide. I was in Florida. I came back in October. I was there for like 11 months and I really can't say that I grew mentally. The lesson I did get from that whole experience is that, like, limiting yourself is really limiting, like, how far you can go in life. It could be in little things too. And that was the first time I actually took the plane by myself and really left my family. I always travel with my parents and my siblings. I never really go out the country or even like in another city without them. Yeah, and over there I was alone. Being without my sisters and my brother and my mom and my dad, that was very like different. I don't know. There were times where I felt extremely lonely, but thankfully I was over there at my auntie's house. I have my cousin over there. I love her so much, and she really like made me feel so much better in the days that like I felt empty in a way. And she's so like unjudgmental. But yeah, I love my cousin. So I'm gonna go with bio oil now. It's not like I really met new people like that. I did discover a lot about myself. On that note, on like going to Florida and everything, it really made me think about my goals way more and made me more driven to reach them. But I really, if you know me personally, you know that I've always wanted to make my life over there. I don't care what people say. Even if my days didn't really consist of me going out because I don't have a car over there, like I'm really at home most of the time. Whenever I was able to go out, it really just made me refocus. And the reason I went out there, I have a really good friend of mine who wrote me a message, like, we were just texting, and there was a specific message that really stood out to me that he told me that was like in 2021. He probably doesn't even know this, but, and I screenshotted it. It really spoke to me because it said, why aren't you living your dream? Like, just think about how you're stopping yourself from living your dream. Why can't it be a reality? You know, for the longest, I've always thought like going over there was gonna be impossible, or it's unrealistic for me to do that. But a lot of people were telling me like, nah, it's not good over there, this, that, and third. Really, I don't care. I really want to go over there, and I'm gonna do it. It really sharpened my vision and my goal, and it drove me more. And even if I didn't do much over there, I truly believe that progress matters. Before you even check that goal, there has to be progress. There has to be an action made, a step forward, you know? Like, not everything has to be perfect. Most of the time, our ideas of what we want to do doesn't even go perfectly as planned. Rarely it does. So that was the first lesson I learned. I almost forgot, but I'm gonna go with the eye cream now. The second thing I can say I learned from 2024, and I forgot to say it, I'm definitely going back to Florida. Another big thing I learned from last year is, prioritizing your health is so important. Man, it's like I've always been like active girl, always been like an athlete, you know, outgoing and all that. Something I've always struggled with though is not my health per se, but more so, well, my health in a way. I'm severely anemic. My hemoglobin is very low, and I didn't even know what hemoglobin was. I think it's important to inform ourselves, especially us women, because we get our periods every month. I think it's very important to check in with ourselves, honestly. Even if you think we're fine, some things you don't know until you actually go to the doctors and actually test yourself out. Because I knew I was anemic in a way. My mom is anemic, my sister and I are anemic as well. But me is actually critical, and I didn't know that. I eat ice all the time. I have ice in here right now. Like I eat ice like it's food, like all the time. And people are telling me don't do that, it's not good for you. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I didn't really care for real. Which brings me to say that like every month when I get my period, it's always like a hassle. It's always, I don't want to say hell, but it's always like really bad. Like really bad. And obviously being anemic, eating fast food all the time, not working out, having a really bad diet doesn't help. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but like I had to go to the emergency at some point this year, man, in October. And honestly, I hate the hospital. I can't stand the hospital. And I had to go to the emergency, and like it was just a bad experience in the sense that like I got treated and everything, but it was really just eye-opening for me. Health is so important because when I went to the hospital, they drew my blood and everything, and they diagnosed me with whatever it is that my uterus was facing, the problem my uterus was having. But as soon as I started to eat differently and actually stop eating junk food, well, oh shoot, I forgot my stuff in the air fryer. It's gonna have to stay there. When I started to eat differently, it really helped me. Like the pain is still here, but I definitely see a change in like my strength. Whenever I have my period, it's really like it hurts still, but I feel like I have more energy to face it. So I would literally feel like I would pass out every single day of my period, except for like the last 2 days. I forgot to mention, but I had lost so much weight and I could not keep food down. Like I would always throw up all the time. But like it was bad, guys. It was so bad. But yeah, so taking into account your health is I feel like it's the biggest lesson I learned this year. Like I have prescriptions because of this thing. But yeah, so that was the second thing I really learned. And I really encourage you guys to actually, especially my women out there, I encourage you guys to actually go get checked out, even if you feel fine, because I felt fine. I just thought my pain was normal, but it ended up being something way more serious than I ever thought. Like thinking about it, it's crazy to me. The third thing I can say I learned this year was to let people go, bro. Letting people go. For me, actually, in the past, I was a people person, like a person pleaser, a people pleaser. I was a people pleaser, and that never got me anywhere, to be honest. Like, you have to stop trying to pleasure other people or trying to look perfect for other people, or lowering your standards for other people. Like, it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it, and it's not gonna get you anywhere, to be completely honest. That actually came with me being insecure though. Like, constantly trying to be perfect for my friends is tiring. It gets so, like, trying to be perfect for your friends all of the time, or for other people for validation, it gets boring, it gets aggravating. It's not worth it. I stopped being like that, like, I could say for 2-3 years now. Can you believe it? 2-3 years. 2-3 years, that's crazy. It's not worth your time trying to prove to others that you're capable of doing something, or that you're a good friend, or that you're this or that. Like, no, people will accept you for the way you are. I'm not saying that you have to go in with like all the negativity, all the bad traits of yourself, but if you're being your authentic self and you know this, but people are still not pleased with it, like, you guys know this is my favorite thing. Like, cut them off, because it's not worth the hindering on your mind. It's not worth you wasting your time. People don't care about you, bro. People who are like that, they don't care about you. Like, if people are not respecting you the way you want to be respected, you can give them chances. I'm all for giving 1 or 2 chances, not more than that, maybe 3. But leave people where they're at, bro, because it's not worth it. Not that it doesn't hurt, it really hurts, but it's more so for yourself. Like, if you give that person constant chances after chances after chances and they still don't understand, why keep them around? It's hard to say, because, you know, some people really, truly, genuinely don't get it. And I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Because you could be as clear as a mirror to a person, explaining to that person exactly what you don't like for them to do and stuff. I look crazy. And they would still do it. They would be like, okay, I understand, but just do it again and again and again. Like, that gets tiring, bro. Don't feel like you need to keep somebody just because you're used to them. And I touched on this in my previous video. The first one, I don't know, but one of them. You can love the person so much, but if they don't respect you, you have to let them go. You got to. Because at some point it builds up, and you don't want to just burst out on the person. That's not what we want to do. There's no use in letting them back in unless they actually show you that they're changing and trying to respect you. Even that's crazy to me, trying to respect, but just do what's best for you. If you're tired of dealing with somebody, tell them. Be straightforward. Just tell them. Let them know. So it's not fair to them if you don't tell them, because you feel that inside of you secretly, and you're hanging out with that person or you're dating that person. So it's like, you know, just be real. Just be honest. My last lesson that I'm going to share with you guys, because I'm so tired. My last lesson that I'm going to share with you guys that I learned in 2024, pamper yourself. Like, self-care is so important. Take time to actually unwind. Take time to do your skincare. Take time to journal. Take time to listen to your music and just dance. I don't know. Do something that's gonna make you feel better every day. Honestly, do that every single day. Whatever that looks like for you, take time and invest in things that make you happy. If it's you doing your hair, if it's you keeping up with your nails, if it's you beating your face and going out taking pictures, I don't know, recording a YouTube video, do it. Do it. That was so lame. Yeah, like, take time to really take time with yourself. Personally, what I've learned is that when I don't journal, it makes me feel so good. I have a lot of bottled up emotions, and that's really not good for your health. It's not good for your mental mind. It's not good for your mental. A lot of the stuff I'm doing today is because I was journaling. The reason why I left was because I found a note as I was cleaning my room. I wrote that like in 2015. I was in 7th grade. Yo, I wrote that like at the age that I am now, I would be already living over there. That's crazy, because I really believed it at the time. And the fact that I'm in that age right now and I'm not there, it made me sad a little bit. But it also made me realize that, like, I can write that note today, and in 5 years or 2 years, I read it, and if I'm still not where I want to be, that's crazy, you know? So I gotta start somewhere. That's just, you know, that's just something for me personally. I love to write, and sometimes I just leave my notes anywhere, or I just find them And when I read over them, I love to see the growth. You know, I love to see the difference that I made for myself. That's what I do for self-care. And also, like, doing my hair is a big thing for me. It makes me feel good, you know? So whatever makes you feel good, do it. That's a lesson I learned. I try to keep up with myself as much as I can during this year. Well, last year. And I'm going to do it even more this year. And they do say that when you look good, you feel good. That's so true. When my hair is not done or looks like a mess and I'm already sad about something or, you know, going through a situation, it makes it 10 times worse for sure. Like, just me having my hair but being sad, it makes me feel better. Yeah, it does. That's the fourth lesson that I got from 2024. So that's something I'm going to do way more in 2025 for sure. Yeah, so basically that's all. I lied, this isn't the last thing. The last lesson I actually really learned this year. So having a relationship with God changes so many situations in your head in real life. Taking the time to read your Bible, taking the time to build a relationship with God, it changes your perspective at 100 million. Like, there were so many times this year where, like, I felt low, or, you know, I wasn't a good Christian, or I wasn't doing the things that I know God wanted me to do, and He made me feel loved even though in those moments. Building that relationship with God is so crucial to your self-confidence, to you accomplishing your goals, to the way you see yourself, the way you treat others, the way you treat yourself, just growth in general. God is the only person that you want to show out to. Not to your friends, not to your boyfriend, not to your parents, even to God, bro. Because at the end of the day, when you go to sleep, God is the one protecting you. God is the one revealing to you, giving you dreams and stuff. You know, even when I journal, that's when I feel like God speaks to me the most. So I would suggest to find the way that God really speaks to you guys. Some people it's dreams, some people are just inspired and they don't know where that inspiration came from. It's God. You don't know where that motivation came from. All of a sudden you're so motivated to do. That's God, bro. Like, it's so important to tap into that, to really take your time and know yourself in Christ. I feel like that really fits into self-care, but I feel like it's also a category of its own. Tap into Jesus Christ. So take time with God, guys. Pray. Even if you don't know how to pray, there's no perfect prayer. Like, there's never going to be a perfect way of doing things in Christ. Even if your prayer sounds like you're talking to your friend, that's a prayer. You just pray to God. God isn't just God. God is also your best friend. God is also your brother. God is also your father. So you can confide in God. You can ask God for advice. You can ask God for discernment, for guidance, you know, to know your purpose, to know your talents, to reveal things to you, you know? Let me see what time is it. Yo, it's 2 a.m. bro. That's crazy. So this sums up my video, guys. I'm really happy to see you guys engaging with me in the comments, liking my videos, just giving me feedback, and I really appreciate you guys. I hope that you guys have a good night, a good day, and I hope that God blesses you even more this week. Bye, guys.